I'm calling about a book called The 13 Clocks by James Thurber. Supposedly it's a children's story, but I really don't think it actually is. It's one of those books that grows up with you and grows into you in a way that very few other books have ever done, at least in my life. It's also one of my earliest book memories. I come from a family of bibliophiles, and my father, when we got sick, would come into our room with this book in hand. And we always knew that that meant we were going to feel better, because Dad didn't just read the book. Dad read it with voices, funny voices and sad voices and tone and inflection. He loved that book. And because my father loved that book so much, it was impossible not to love it myself. And as years went on, I began to understand the wit and wonder and wisdom that is James Thurber's writing. I kept going back to this book, trying to figure out why this James Thurber book was my book, was the book that wrote itself into my heart and my life. And I finally figured out it was that book that started my romance with words. And it was that book, that silly, funny, ridiculous book that opened up what communication could be and what description could be, what life could be if you just knew the right words. And it also, at the same time, gave me permission that if there was no right word, I could make one up. And it may sound silly, but it could still make sense. And it could still be wonderful for those around me as long as they understood the passion and the emotion behind that made-up word. The 13 Clocks by James Thurber literally shaped my life, and I love it. Thanks, Ishmael.